Yo, what's up, YouTube? Nappyhead Millie back like a bad habit. And today, I'm sick. Yeah, I know you hear it in my voice. I sound terrible. It is what it is. But today, we're going to do a top five. Since it is the eve of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, I want to do a top five. Top five characters, in my opinion. Yet again, my opinion. Because I know some of y'all are going to say, the whole Final Fantasy VII cast. No, fuck all of them. But, yeah, we're going to do this top five. So let's get the video started. I know some of y'all Final Fantasy VII fanboys about to be mad as hell because Cloud is not on this list. And I'm telling y'all now, that is a trash character. But I do still respect Final Fantasy VII. Alright, so this list simply consists of, don't mind my Xbox. This list simply consists of the character, what they're supposed to mean to the game, and do they portray it well. So that's simple criteria. Let's go. Number 5 is going to be Auron from Final Fantasy X. Now, a lot of people who play Final Fantasy X will know this. Some people would have caught on early. Some people didn't catch on. Auron is supposed to represent like a father figure towards Titus, and that's why I love him so much, because he does that. He fits that role so well from the time the game starts to the time they meet back up after the I believe it was in the tournament, the little water ball tournament, and throughout the rest of the game, he treated Titus as a father figure. He was the voice of reasoning. If you ever paid attention to him in the game, he was always calm, cool, and collected. Even when something major happened, he was like, "Oh yeah, we got to do something about it." But it was never like, "Oh my God, no! Oh my God!" Like some of the characters on there. But yeah, it was more so he was calm. He was like, "I'm alert. We gotta go." But I still gotta keep that mindset. I still gotta be cool, because if I'm not, I could get everybody here killed, because he was the most experienced. Even knowing that all that shit was gonna come to an end, he never let Titus know like, "Hey, this shit is done. You're not here. You're not real. You're dead." And the shit was, to me, that made him one of the greatest characters in that game, if not the greatest character in that game. But all right, let's move on to number 4. All right, number 4. Now, in the intro, I said there's no Final Fantasy VII characters in here. There's no super relevant Final Fantasy VII characters in here. So no Cloud, no Tifa, no Sephiroth. Even though I like Sephiroth, he's not in here. My number 4 is actually Red 13. Yes, Red 13 is one of my favorite characters. Is by far my favorite character in that game, even over fucking Vincent, whatever the fuck that vampire name was. But Red 13, what he represents, because in the game they portray him, he's 48, but he's supposed to still be like a teenager at this point due to his species. So we're gonna consider him a teenager. He's supposed to be that youthful knowledge, to show that the youth has some type of knowledge. Yet again, going back to Auron, Red 13 was kind of chill. Like, he was kind of the chill one. He was always kind of spitting knowledge about the situation compared to everybody else. And that's what I loved about him. First of all, the character design, especially if you've seen the remake, that's the character I'm waiting to get in my party the most. Like, the most. I love that character. His backstory, with his father dying, basically trying to protect everyone, and staying with the elder that he called grandfather, like, it is dope. It's mad dope. And even going through the experience, I mean, not the experience, shit. Y'all got me sounding like Floyd Mayweather out here, boy. The fucking going through the situation that he went through, it's mind-boggling. Like, as a character, I want to see it in depth. I can't wait to see it when the remake come out. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna go to number 3. Number 3 is kind of I'm trying to make sure my mic on, y'all. Hold up. Number 3 is kind of a tie. Well, it is a tie. It's going to be Lulu and Waka. And why I say Lulu and Waka is because they're the same person on a different side of the coin. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, that play Tinder, like, what are you talking about? They're completely different. No, they're actually the same. Their arcs, the way they acted, switched when Riku got into the party. If you actually really paid attention to it, their whole personality switched. Waka was portrayed to be that happy-go-lucky, you know, everything good, Akuna Matata type dude, while Lulu was more the nonchalant, you know, I'm straightforward, I don't beat around the bush type person. I say what I say, I mean what I mean, and I can come off as an asshole sometimes. Now, why I say the arc switched is because if we remember going back to the tournament, when Waka got hurt, and to me, this is the greatest scene in Final Fantasy X, is watching Lulu actually coming and comforting Waka and showing that she actually cares about people. Because up until that point, you kind of knew she cared, but at the same time, she didn't really show it. And that was the first time she ever showed it, and it showed Waka, you know, even looking at her like, yeah, he's still trying to be cocky, like, yeah, you know, I fucked up, didn't I? And then once they found out Riku was out bed, you see the role switch. Lulu started becoming way more caring. She was more caring and more passionate, while Waka was kind of debating, I don't want to out bed in this party. I don't want to deal with the out bed. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And he came off as the asshole. But I love the characters. I love the design. Lulu got some big ass titties. I mean, they pixelated titties, but overall, those two characters, I'm glad they got together. You know, it was written in stone that they were going to get together because their personalities just matched so much. And yeah, number 2. All right, now we at the part of the video where it's going to come off as biased because the number 2 are from my favorite Final Fantasy. So let me say this right now. If you put Final Fantasy 6, 7, 10, 9, and I could throw a random one out there, but more than likely it's gonna be Tactics. If you said any of them games were top 5 Final Fantasies, I would not blame you because all those games are amazing. For me, Final Fantasy 7 is number 4. It's not better than Tactics. It's not better than 10. And it's definitely not better than 9. 9 is my favorite one. And number 2 out of 9 is Steiner. Steiner, however you want to say it. And I know a lot of people, because I'm going to put pictures up, I know y'all going to look at him like, you like this corny ass character? Yes. Because, and this is going back to 7, what 7 doesn't do is fully break down arcs better than any other Final Fantasy. I feel like 6 and 9 broke down everybody's individual arc so well. And Steiner's, his redemption arc was something out of DBZ. You started off as Zidane enemy. He didn't want shit to do with Zidane at all. Like, he was like, you're a thief, you're this, you're that, fuck you, basically. I'm here for the princess. Once I get the princess home, I'm gonna make sure you go to jail. On some shit like that. Until he seen what happened to the queen, how the queen was changing. And then he actually seen what's happened to the village, what's happened to Alexander. Him and Beatrice got together and he started questioning himself as a knight. Like, is this really what I've been trying to protect? Is this really what I've been fighting for? If Garnet gets captured, is this truly what's going to happen? And his whole demeanor changed. He went from trying to just get her home and do for his country to, no, I'm going to protect Garnet and I'm going to get her to Zidane because that is the best thing for her. And I could do, like, watching his story unfold was amazing to me. It was amazing to me. His character development in that game is bar none, except for the number 1. And we're about to get into the number 1. Now, as I just told y'all, it's gonna come off biased. Final Fantasy 9 is my favorite game. And if y'all know I'm talking about Final Fantasy 9, y'all should know who my number 1 favorite character is. And that is Vivi. Vivi, however you want to say it. I say Vivi. This is my character profile on PlayStation. I'm trying to get a tattoo of him. That character is amazing to me. Why is that character amazing to me? Because a lot of people, if you really play that game, his character actually makes you question your, like, where do you belong? Who are you? And he was questioning himself the whole time, thinking that he was questioning himself, is he real? When he found out about all the puppets, when he went against the, I think it was the 3 Watts, the 3 Wantses, and they kept basically telling him, you're not real, you're not real, you're not real. And he had to find himself. And watching Vivi find himself in that game for him to be the strongest one out of everybody is amazing to me. And that story speaks so well because a lot of people, like a lot of these characters that I'm speaking about right now have something to do with how I feel. Like for instance, the Waka Lulu, while they're together, is because that's the way I feel. I can be either or. I can be happy-go-lucky extrovert, or I can be an introvert that seems like I don't care, but I truly do. I feel like Vivi fits my personality and so many other people's personalities so well. Us trying to understand where we belong in the world, who we are. Are we truly puppets, or are we truly alive? And that arc, his arc alone, I pray that they remake Final Fantasy IX just to see Vivi in 4K HD doing his thing and having a voice. Like, he's the mascot of so many different things for so reason, bro. So many reasons. He's up there. I say he's up there with most like next to Cloud. It's Cloud, Sephiroth, Vivi. I say Auron, and if I had to do a fifth in the Final Fantasy universe, I would say maybe Zack, maybe Tifa. It's mostly Final Fantasy 7 characters, but like I said, this is my opinions. This is what I like. So y'all got my top 5, technically top 6 because of Waka and Lulu. What are y'all top 5s if y'all Final Fantasy fans? Do y'all want me to play Final Fantasy on the channel? Let me know in the comments. I know I owe y'all guys a video game. Like I said, I've been sick. Plus, I have schoolwork so backed up that I'm trying to get it done so I can't get these videos on and popping for you guys. Don't mind me. May is going to be popping because I ain't got shit to do till June. So May is definitely going to be a popping month. But bear with me, guys. I'm kicking a video off for you guys today so y'all have something on the channel to talk about. But yeah, other than that, like, share, subscribe, share with your cats, dogs. Tell me what you think, and I'm out. Peace.